Hello there, I'm Joseph, and today on our cherry farm here on the side of the Gardenia mountain, it's a rather chilly one. It's a chilly old morning, and it's the first of many, I'm sure, as we now leave the summer behind and we enter the beginning of autumn. And autumn is one of my absolute favourite seasons of the year. We start to think about all of the mushroom foraging that we can be doing and the outdoor cooking now that the fire ban has been lifted. But that's not quite what I've got planned for today. Today I've been gifted something from one of my lovely neighbours, and yeah, I haven't quite got everything prepared. So if you want to join me, we can go and prepare the things ready for this gift, and I'll show you what I've got. Let's go. So this morning I was given by one of my dear friends 4 of these big, beautiful, lovely pigeons that they breed on their farm. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to going into the hobby of pigeon keeping. I've never done that before, so that's going to be exciting. But they don't like being held too much, so I'm gonna pop her back in the cage where she came from. There you go. There she goes, back in the cage. But yeah, yeah, you don't tend to see pigeon keeping so much on farms nowadays. It seems to have fallen out of fashion a little bit. I'm not quite sure why that is, but I think it might have something to do with the big corporation farms buying up all of the small family farms, and they produce for supermarkets, not for their own family's consumption. So I guess it's probably something to do with that. But yeah, I'm going to try my hand at breeding these little guys. I've got 2 pairs. I've got 2 boys and 2 girls. The boys are both white. And I've got the brown girl that you just saw, and I've got a little grey girl as well. So I'm really looking forward to breeding those. I'm missing one key part of that equation, and that's a dovecot or a pigeon loft. So yeah, I think I'd better get my skates on, get outside, and start building a pigeon loft. Dad said he's going to help me, so yeah, let's go do that. Okay, we're down here at the veg patch, and it's right at the end of the summer season now, right at the end of the growing season. So we've not got too much that we can take up, but we are going to continue growing our brassicas and whatnot right through the winter. And of course, now that it's starting to become somewhat chillier, it's still nice and sunny, but somewhat chillier means that we're going to be wanting lots of soups and stews and things like that through the winter. So today I thought I'd kick off the season and make a nice soup. So we'll grab some cabbages and we'll take them back to the farmhouse. Let's go. Okay, we've got our pigeons here now, and we've got our little pigeon loft here all constructed. Now the idea behind this loft, because obviously it's not very big, it's only a temporary little structure, and we had to quickly whip it up in a couple of hours. So it's not massive, but this structure here is going to act as their like outside aviary area while they get used to the area, while they get used to the farm here and everything. And they've got a hole in there, and that goes inside, and they've got a little bit smaller but nearly the same size indoor area with some nests and a little bit to walk around and fly around in as well, so they can get out of the sun. But this side here doesn't get too much sun. It's west facing, I believe, so we've got some afternoon sun here. Just making sure these don't fly out. So we've got some afternoon sun here, but during the day it's in the shade, so I reckon they'll like this place. I think they'll like it. And the idea here is that they'll stay enclosed in here with a plentiful amount of food and water, and they should really like it. And yeah, assuming they do love it here, after about sort of 2 months, that sort of time, maybe 3 if necessary, but probably about 2 months, we'll open the door here, and we'll just leave that open, have that tied up here, and then day in day out they'll be able to fly in and fly out, and they'll just be free range pigeons. So that should be pretty good. So without further ado, let's get them into their new home. So yeah. Okay, so we've got the first male in there now. There he goes. Now we need the females. There's the brown girl. Whoop, in she goes. And the grey girl. And she goes. Now we get their feeders and their waterers in there for them. Okay, so that just about wraps it up for this week. It's been a bit of a short episode this week, sorry about that, but there's just been too many things to do and time has really run away with me, so sorry about that. I'd also like to apologise that last week I didn't put a video out at all, and yeah, I feel really bad about that, but I was taken under the weather a little bit. Nothing too serious, but yeah, I was laid up in bed for a couple of days, so I couldn't go on camera like that. Sorry about that. but yeah, so what have we done? We've entered the very early stages of autumn now, and I've had to take my coat off now. My hat has got a little bit too warm. There is still some afternoon sun to be had, but yeah, we're in the sort of mid-20s now at the highs during the day. Maybe the mornings might start off about sort of 12 to 15 degrees, something like that. So it's still not mega cold, but it's not too warm either. It's a nice temperature now. It's a bit better than it was in the heights of summer. That's a little bit too hot for me. But yeah, we've built our pigeon loft, and it's only a temporary thing. They're going to be flying around the farm free ranging very shortly once they get to know their home here on the farm. And yeah, we've made a big beautiful cabbage and prosciutto soup actually, and yeah, that was really rather delightful. And what else have we done? That's about it, I think. But yeah, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thanks a lot, and yeah, thanks very much to my Patreons as well. It's because of you guys that we can continue to make these little videos and things. So thanks a lot, and look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thanks, bye.